Brought to you in association with Grendel Press. This is Werewolf the Podcast, a serial killer drama.
Nisha, this coffee cup's too hot. I keep shifting it between my hands, palms stinging just enough to stop me terrified thoughts from running away from me completely. The cup is paper thin and faintly damp where the heat has soaked through the waxy lining. It smells burnt and cheap, nothing like real coffee, but it's warm and the warmth feels illegal somehow, like I ain't earned it. The room hums, not loudly. Just enough to remind me that I'm inside something that doesn't care about me. Oh, it does care about me, but not in a way that I'd want to be cared about. They care that they've got a killer. Me. A killer. I killed someone, me. I'm incapable of everything, but I killed. Seems unreal. I keep replaying it, the alley, the sound, the way it ended. It were too quick. My stomach twist and untwist like it were trying to escape. I think I'm gonna puke. I hadn't meant. No, that's not true. I'd meant it. That's the part my mind keeps tripping over. A murderer shouldn't be allowed to feel cosy, but I do. Jerry's padded the room he's eating. My fingers are finally thawing after weeks of cold that felt permanent, like it moved into my bones and filed a change of address form. Maybe prison won't be that bad. Stare at the door. Every second it doesn't open, it gets worse. When it finally does, my heart slams so hard I nearly drop cup. Man who walks in first Phil's doorway without trying to. Broad-shouldered, long coat, tired eyes that miss nothing. Black. South London. The accent hits me before words even do. Something about the way he moves, confident but not flashy, like he's seen too much nonsense to bother posturing. He shows me his lanyard with his picture and identification. Detective Ben Johnson, apparently. An old type. Not cruel, worse. Solid. Kind of man who'll listen to you carefully and then still put you away because the facts say he should. There's no anger on no judgment, no, not on his face, no. Just a professional weight that settles in room like gravity has been turned up a notch. Ben looks at me. Not unkindly. Not warmly either, and I feel suddenly transparent. Like everything I've been trying not to think is written on my forehead in block capitals. Then she comes in. She moves like she's got all the time in the world. Calm, unbothered. Black again, wearing a dark hijab that frames the face neatly, her expression relaxed in a way that somehow makes it all worse. She doesn't look like she's here to intimidate me. She looks like she's here to understand. That scares me more than shouting ever could. She sits easy, crossing her legs, giving him a small nod. Acknowledgement, not comfort. She identifies herself with no words, just placing her ID on the desk and pointing to it. Sula Abdul, another detective, apparently. Ben takes the other seat and places a folder on the table with deliberate care. The sound of it landing feels final. My hands start shaking. I'm shitting bricks. I grip coffee cup harder, the heat biting now, but I don't let go. My chest feels so tight, like room has shrunk another inch. I want to talk, I want to explain, I want to say that I'm not a bad man, that something happened to me, that someone pushed me, made me do it. But the words clog up behind me teeth. The man looks at me steadily. She watches me with quiet curiosity, and I realise with a cold, sinking clarity that whatever warmth I've been allowed tonight is temporary. This room isn't here to save me, it's here to decide what I am. Detective Ben Johnson. Don't reach for the digital recording kit. That's the first thing that should tell Nisha this ain't no normal police interview. In our particular department, we have to, what does the professor call it? Skirt the legalities a little. It seems we don't skirt, we just ignore them. It's not fucking right, is it? I know it's not. But we do often do the things and speak about things that cannot be recorded in the real world. Real world, innit? That sounds so shit, doesn't it? Nisha's terrified eyes in Nisha's terrified head is the first thing that tells me that this is going to be a fucking long one. Sula's already seated, pen in hand, notebook open, paper, old school. No laptop, no tablet, no blinky red light to make this feel official, safe and procedural. Good. This interview will never make it to Connect system servers, nah. Nisha's eyes are still wild. They keep flicking between me, Sula, and the bare corners of the room. It's all worked out, this ain't wrong. He's already worked it out. It's all wrong. This interview technique's wrong. Of course he has. He watches telly and seen the detective crime shows, hasn't he? Of course he has. People know when the rules bend, even if they don't know why. I soften my voice. South London calm. The tone I use when I need someone to breathe. All right, Nisha. No rush. Just tell me what happened from your point of view, that is. He nods too quickly, like he's grateful just to be asked, and then it all spills out. Homeless. That part's familiar. Too familiar. Lost work. Lost place. Lost friends. Friends who stopped answering messages once sofa surfing turned into something more permanent. The way he sees it, flat, embarrassed, tells me that he's been rehearsing this explanation for months, just waiting for someone official to justify it. Then comes him, the posh one. He don't have a name for the professor, does he? Just this well-spoken bloke, smart coat. Didn't look like he belonged where he found me. I feel my jaw tighten at that, but I keep my face neutral, let him talk, always let him talk. Nisha says the man listened, says he understood, says he didn't judge him for being angry, and that's the bit what makes my stomach sink. He was convinced, not forced, convinced, told that the rich bastard in the alley deserved it, that threatening him wasn't really wrong, that he might even things out a bit. Free will dressed up as permission. Then Belfasters, though Nisha doesn't know him by that name neither, just a bloke in the McDonald's jacket innit, laughing, mocking him, not taking him seriously. And Nisha snaps. He don't dramatise it. Nah, that's the worst part. No big speech, no attempt to sound tough. I just did it, he says, doesn't he? Staring at the table. I didn't think. Just wanted him to stop laughing. I've heard confessions like this before. The honest ones always sound unfinished, like the person telling them is still trying to catch up with their own actions. Halfway through, he looks up at me. Why ain't I got a solicitor? There it is. I meet his eyes and don't flinch. 'Cause you can't have one. The confusion hits him hard. I see it ripple through his face. Fear, then suspicion, then something far worse. Resignation. Like the universe has finally confirmed what he's always suspected about his place in it. He pauses, proper pause. Long enough that Sula's pen stills. I don't interrupt, don't rescue him. This is the moment. And then he sighs, not relief, defeat. All right, he says quietly. I'll just finish then. He carries on, doesn't he? Tells me everything, the stab, the shock, the blood. The cold realisation that you don't get rewind moments like that, do you? No matter how much you want to. I listen, I always do, but inside I'm thinking two things at once. First, he chose this. No matter who whispered in his ear, no matter how cleverly the board was set to move, the move was still his, wasn't it? Second, someone wanted him to choose it, and whoever that someone is they're not done yet, are they? Sula keeps writing, don't she? Paper only, every word heavy. I let Nisha finish, and then he does, and the room feels colder, doesn't it? Much colder than when we started. I let the silence stretch. It's deliberate. Silence makes people talk more, but it also gives you time to think, and right now thinking hurts more than listening. Nisha's finished his story. What's left of it anyway? He's hunched up over the table, hands wrapped around the paper cup like it's the last warm thing you'll ever be allowed to touch. Steam curls up, disappears, just like people do. Sula hasn't said no word, not a single prompt, not a nudge, just the pen moving neat and patient. She's very good at this part. Always has been. Let them forget she's there. Let them forget who is there. I ask a few more questions gently, not about the stabbing, that's done. I circle instead. The posh man, where did he stand? What did he say exactly? Did he give a name, an address? Anything at all that might connect the dots that should and could never be joined, doesn't it? And that's when it hits me, doesn't it? This interview isn't about justice, it's about containment, isn't it? We're not here to help Nisha, are we? We're here to measure him, to find out how much he knows, how dangerous his knowledge is, whether it leaks upward. The professor, well, he can't exist in this story, can he? Neither can the department, nah. I look at Nisha and feel something crack, just slightly in my chest. No, he's not clever enough for what he's walked into, not cynical enough. He thinks truth still matters. Thinks if he explains himself properly, the world might understand, and that's the cruelest part, isn't it? Because he knows too much. Not the names, no. Not details, but shapes. Intent. Sense that someone nudged him, angled him, used him, and once a human realises that, once they can articulate it, you can't just put them back, can you, into the world and hope they forget. People like that, well, they don't forget, do they? Sula's pen stops. She tears a small piece of paper from the back of the notebook and slides it across the table to me without looking up. One word's on it. Will. That's all. My stomach sinks, doesn't it? Yeah. Will means finality, but will means no paperwork, no appeals, no comforting lies about witnesses protection or second chances or nothing like that. Will means the message is clean so thoroughly that no mess remains. I nod, not making eye contact, just once. That's all that's needed. Sula files the paper, tucks it away and finally looks at Nisha. There's no cruelty in her eyes, just distance. Professional, practiced distance. I look at him too. I really look. Cold alley, hot coffee. A bad choice dressed up as justice. A life that went wrong long before tonight. We'll leave it there, won't we, Nisha? I say, keeping my voice steady. Humankind, if I can be kind. He nods, trusting me. Trusting me. That nearly breaks me. I stand and straighten my jacket and walk to the door with Sula leading the way. Follow her, please, mate. Nisha stands and follows Sula. He has no idea, do he? In the Aldin area, there are two cells we have to choose from. Cell 1 is just for him. If he goes in there, he'll come back into the real world eventually. Trial, prison time maybe. Life of a kind. In the other cell, someone waits. No, not someone, something. Will. A real murderer, monster and psychopath. The famous werewolf himself. We walk past the empty cell. We take him to the cell holding finality in it. Oh. I ask Nisha to stop. I smile at Nisha and pat him on the shoulder. He smiles and looks thankful for the friendliness and kindness. Sula opens the door. I see her nod her head to whoever's in the cell. Fucking wince. Nisha stands in utter confusion. I stare in through the door with his shoulders and see Will standing with his back to the door. Squeeze Nisha's shoulder gently before turning to leave. And then I turn and leave. Sula closes the door and locks it. The click of the lock sounds far louder than it should. We walk away lost in our own thoughts, don't we? This is wrong. What we do this time is wrong, but one man's death means little in this world, or the other one that we play in, eh? And Nisha, poor, angry, manipulated Nisha, will disappear so cleanly that the world will barely notice he was ever here at all, if they ever do. As we turn the corner at the end of the corridor, we hear it. Nisha screams just once. Then he's gone. Forever. I look at Sula wanting to say something. She shakes her head at me. It's a definite, don't go there, please, Ben. Yeah, but it's just, I try to say, wiping a tear from my eye. I know, me, tear in my eye. Sometimes I fucking hate this job.
Brought to you in association with Grendel Press. This is Werewolf the Podcast, a serial killer drama.